Love and understanding is a critical point in relationship. We have to take things one by one. Sorry, my voice is this way. I'm having cough. I'm having cold. Love and understanding is a critical point in relationship. Is what I want to take this morning. So I don't know who's gonna listen to me, but I think I want to talk a few points to people about relationship, love, understanding, and how you can build your home with such. So love, understanding. Whom do you love and whom do you understand? Matters a lot in relationship. I'm here this morning to talk about love and understanding, and it has really worked for me. I just want to give out a simple formula that works for me, for you people to see how we can both talk about it. My name is Henry. I'm the one anchoring this TV show. Remember that this TV show belongs to Maureen Moore and Henry. Even when she created her own, she created this YouTube for me people to vibe with people and tell people it's more of our two comedies, even though sometimes we don't act well, but we do most of the things ourselves. I love my wife, and I understand her are two different things. You can love somebody, but you can still not understand the person, and it cannot give you a perfect relationship. You can understand somebody and still not love the person. Do you understand? Because understanding carries a lot of weight. You can understand somebody who is weak. You can understand somebody who is addicted to something. You can understand somebody who does not call or show concern. You can understand somebody who loves you and does not call, does not show. So these are three variables we need to talk. First, let's talk about love. Love is about admiring something or somebody. You go admire something or somebody. Like somebody you like. You understand? What a special thing. You can love your dog. It's a pet. You can love doing a lot of things. There are so many things you can be in love with. But now let's talk about the human being, the relationship. I'm in love with a woman. Yes, you love her, you cherish her, you care about her. Because there are so basic things I understand that should bring into love that comes the relationship. Then first is understanding, first is protection. Second is protection, third is attention. Because these are the three basic things that should be found in love: attention, protection, and affection. These three things that you have now that I've just listed are the basic things that are found in love. You must give that person attention here, you must protect that person, and you must listen to that person. And you must, that is what I mean, listen, attention is part of listening. You must protect the person and you must give the person affection. That is when you love a woman. That is when you love a man. You will protect, you will give the person attention, you will give the person affection. That is where love comes in. These are the three basic things that makes of love. Now, when you understand something, like now let's use the word mathematics, like you're reading through a mathematics or a subject in school. I love mathematics and I like going through it. You understand me? I like doing it. So I understand it. Yes, I know the formulas on how I can arrive at this equilibrium. I know the formulas on how I can arrive at this thing. I understand it perfectly very well. It's one of my best subjects. Now, I want to bring back understanding in the relationship. This is my wife. I understand her. Her flaws, I understand. Her weakness, I understand. What she can do or what she cannot do, I still understand those things. Now, that understanding comes in when you as a couple, someone can make mistake. Because of a larger understanding, you guys will make it work. Someone can have a high demand on something, or maybe she has this high demand on this. This is what they want to do. You're trying to make suggestion on the places or maybe house you guys want to build, or where you want to build it, and how you want to do it. Because of this large understanding that comes in, you people are able to do something better. So that is where the understanding comes in. You understand? So love has affection, love has protection, love has attention. So when you crown this affection, protection, and attention with a large understanding, you have a perfect relationship. With a large understanding. Now let's just look at it. We've been, me and my wife have been couples that we married for 6 years now. By January 3rd will be our anniversary. That will be 7 years in marriage. But the greatest difficult times we have faced as couples is having a child or having children. We've tried severally, we've tried every formula. We recently had an IVF that failed. You understand? We're doing everything possible. But I used to tell people, if I've not married her for love, if I've not married my wife for love, we'll have a crisis. If she has not married me for love, we'll have crisis. If I focus more on the children that are not yet to come, we'll have crisis. That is where the understanding shows himself and make us tackle our challenges, because we both love ourselves. We both love ourselves. Do you understand where I'm going to? So these are the basic things I talk about relationship. Relationship is something so sweet that both of us can work it out in a perfect way. Do you understand? Both me and you can work it out in a perfect way. If you have a woman and she loves chocolate, keep buying her that chocolate. If you are dating her for the first time and you notice that this woman loves chocolate, please keep buying her chocolate. If you're loving a woman who loves watching a movie, please never deprive her of that movie. If you have a woman that loves eating pizza, please never deprive her from eating pizza. Unless there's a doctor who came up and said, hey, this pizza is no longer good for your health, please just try and keep buying her pizza. When you go into a relationship, those aspects of energy that we pull in the relationship at first when we're trying to start this relationship should also be the same energy that you will pull when the whole thing is still working out. Those energy we put on when we are in the first part of the relationship, those things you call, you do this, you test, you show love, you walk, put it on when you are finally settled. Because sometimes as a couple, we give in most of our energies to people in the first beginning of our relationship. Like when we first met, we pretend a lot, we want to show this, want to show that, I want to impress this girl that I'm good, I'm nice, I'm this, you want to do this. We put in that first energy in the part of the relationship. But when we get married, sometimes those energy are lost. That is why you see most of the marriages are failing these days. Do you understand? Because most of them lack understanding. Because most times at the beginning of a relationship, what we see first is love, fantasy, beautiful things, all those things that make it all those things that work. By the time we go in, the only thing we need to carry in that relationship is understanding. Remember that love already exists. There is affection, there is protection, there is attention. If these three things I've mentioned, you carry them into marriage or into your relationship, if you don't crown it with understanding, you guys will crush. Because understanding comes a long way to keep every marriage or every relationship perfect. Because I'm giving you my story. We've been childless for 6 years now. We've been trying to do everything possible to have children. It's not working. But that does not affect our love. That does not affect our relationship. Because we have crowned it with understanding. Even though the African part, out of country where we are, the doctors have not really said this is why my wife has been having series of miscarriage. She has lost about 7 babies, We're trying to have children. We had an IVF recently. She almost lost her life recently as a result of ectopic pregnancy. You understand? I just have to be there for her. As an African man, we know we love children. And most times the bedrock of our marriage in Africa are kids. But I do not look at it that way. Son, I just lost my mom who did not even see my grandchildren, did not see her grandchildren. My father is there, her own parents are there, everybody is pressuring. But because we understand ourselves in this marriage, that is why we are here. If not, maybe I will have gone to go try another woman if I don't have understanding and if I don't love my wife. Just because I want to have children. Let me just try. Let's see, you understand? But because I walk into this marriage with larger understanding, we both are working it out. We're trying our best to see how we can try other formulas to see what will make us have children. You understand? So, that's what I told you. You can love a woman. You can trust a woman. You can toast a woman. You can bring her into your life. You can do anything. But you have to sustain her love or your marriage with understanding. Understanding is the best gift you can ever ask from anybody in your relationship or in your marriage. Understanding is the best gift you can ever ask anybody in your relationship, in your marriage. If you don't have understanding, both of you cannot go anywhere. Because it's understanding that makes me understand that this woman loves chocolate. Let me buy her chocolate. It's understanding that, okay, I love going to movie. It's maybe I don't like going to movie. But because I just have to give her this understanding, we'll go to the movies. Because I also have things I love that she doesn't like. But because of the understanding, we're going to make it. Remember that these two people are two different people from different background, from different heritage, from different points. So there's no how two of you will come together and be one. Most times our match usually work at 50-60. If you have even 60, you have matched a good match of what both of you will like. The colors I want to have in my bed sheet. I love white in my bed sheet. My wife said that she doesn't like white. So sometimes we have the bed sheet of white. We have the other bed sheet of our own color. It's understanding. If I insisted that we're gonna have different colors, my own color always on my bed sheet, we're gonna have two separate bedrooms. And if we have two separate bedrooms, we're already cracking our relationship. Because the most difficult part of relationship is when you and your wife do not spend time in the same bed. You see, when you are married a woman and you do not spend time in the same bed, after all the long hours of work, long hours of this, you do not come back home to spend time in the same bed. I'm just giving you one of those examples what I like. She likes other colors of bed sheet, but me, I prefer using a bed cover of white. Because majority of my colors are white. I used to tell my wife that when I grow up, when I have money, I'm going to be wearing white alone. She said, who will be doing the dishwashing? Who will be washing the clothes for you? I said, if you don't wash, I'm going to get a dry cleaner. That's why I have the money. You understand? For now, I have to wear a lot of colors now because maybe I don't have the money to buy only white, to maintain only white. You see, these are the things that, like, my wife never liked draw soup. You understand? She never liked okra soup. But okra soup is one of my favorite soup. It's a soup that I grew up in the family. It's what my father likes. It's what my mom likes cooking. It is what that has kept us. You understand? She came into the family and she loves it. She likes it. I know that maybe she doesn't really love it. It's not her favorite soup. But because of the understanding in the marriage that she brought in, this is what my husband likes. And I'll keep making it for him. You understand? Let us not make marriage difficult for ourselves. Let us not make relationship difficult. Get your match. In this match, get someone who understands who you are. And do not hide those things you keep hiding in relationship. Because one of the greatest things that happens to most of us is that hiding. We hide a lot. We keep hiding a lot in our relationship. You hide this, you hide that. Even at the inside, you cannot. Why will you hide all those characters that need to be shown on? Imagine a man hiding to his wife that he was asthmatic. And later when they start giving birth to children, one of the sons, the first child that came in was asthmatic, was having asthma attack. And later when she discovered her husband sometimes he inhaler and be using it. How can you hide your health status to your own spouse? Is it okay? Is that normal for anybody? That home will have been broken because of no trust again. How can this man hide? So logically, this man might have some things in his body and you definitely hide it away from me. You understand? These are the basic things that crack relationship, that cracks it. And that's why I say what I was talking about today is love, understanding, and having a healthy or building a better relationship. It helps a lot. Love, understanding. I think I've mentioned a few. These are the basic understanding I want to put on to you people this morning. Is that please and please carry understanding as long as you have love your wife, as long as you love your husband, carry understanding with it. If you carry understanding, me as a Christian, I believe in God, and I believe that God will help me in the spirit of understanding to keep understanding my wife for as long as we fight this battle, because I know on her own part she has played a lot of roles to understand me. I'm not perfect. I'm not an easygoing person. But because of the understanding she has put on, we are where we are today. So I'm encouraging you that is listening to me, or I will listen to this video much later. Carry understanding as you go into your marriage. Carry understanding as you go into your relationship. Do not be afraid of all those little outcomes or what people say or what people think. No. Carry large understanding into your marriage, because it's going to help you a lot. It's not going to be what people say or what people act. It's going to be you and your partner. Remember, I used to describe marriage as a building house, a very large building house. You decide, you meet an architect, a consultant, which is a marriage. He designed you this house, and both of you have to sit down on how the house will be. This is where I want my bed. This is where my toilet. This is where I want my entrance. This is where I want my bedroom. This is where I want my kitchen. And remember, in this design of house, a man does not determine how the kitchen looks like. It's a woman who has the perfect nature of that. And sometimes even the bedrooms, even the living rooms, because basically women owns everything in the house. A man can start thinking about the structural designs or the outside design because he's the one who protects the home. But whatever it is that run inside that home, the space movement of that home is being determined by the woman. So both of you will agree, and the consultant will design a house for you and give you to build. And when you're building, it's not an easy thing. Even when you finish building, when you go inside, there is still maintenance that keeps that house to be perfect. Because I like using the word building. I'm an architect, that's why I like using the word building to describe relationship. Sometimes the sink will have issue. Sometimes the toilet might not flow very well. Sometimes you might have some leakages in the way. These are the little things that bite relationship and marriage. But when you have sink and all sink leakage, you have to call on the plumber to come and help you to do it, right? So now, but the only difference between that building house of marriage and the reality of marriage, you don't call any plumber. It's both of you that will fix it because you have noticed that leakage and you want to work on it. There's no home that is perfect. There's nobody who has no trial times in a relationship. But because you believe in yourself, you stand in yourself, you can both make it work out and become beautiful. And that is what I have come to tell you in this 20 minutes of my story. So I believe you enjoyed this story this morning. If you have any questions, you ask. If you have anything to tell me, you tell me, so we can continue our talk. Remember, my name is Henry. I'm the one anchoring the show this morning. If you have any question, we can talk about it. Ask me any questions so that we can both talk about it. Ask me any question about love, understanding, towards building a better relationship. You know, normally when I come to my show, I speak for 20 minutes. And I leave the remaining minutes for us to talk about questions and answer. So if you are listening to me and you want to ask me any question, you can ask me a question now. Please like and subscribe and share this live view. Waiting for your question. If you don't mind the question, what I've said so far, I'll end the live show. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me, and may God bless you. Have to see you some other time again. Maybe in the morning, me and my wife will come in our normal show in the morning. We'll talk about ourselves, we yab ourselves a lot. So thank you so much and God bless you.